Hello guys, welcome to the channel WebGorilla, and today we are going to see one another challenge from the JS question bank. So the challenge is that what would be the output of this statement console.log undefined and an operator and null, and similarly what should be the output for if we interchange the operands here. So if you know the answer, that's good because it's a very common question that is being asked in the interviews as well, and it is very helpful in when you are especially in when you're working with the frameworks like React or other frameworks where you want to conditionally render something. So these kind of questions are very quite useful. So the idea behind this question is to know your knowledge, like how much you work with the code, how much you have a hands on. So let's get started. So let's see what should be the output. So before we see the output, let's see how this actually the AND operator works. So basically, AND operator works on operands, and it is not necessary that it works on some of the booleans. So most of the time, I have seen, for example, for this console.log, right, people answer that it will be a true or false because they consider AND operator is always being used as a for a Boolean operands, but that is not the case. So how this operands work? So for example, let's take a simple example. Let's say we say true and true, and let's see what is the output. So the output is true, and if any of the operands is falsy, then the output would be false. That is a basic we know. But another thing about AND operator is that the how it works is like these operators works from left to right. Okay, so first of all it will evaluate the left operand and check whether it's a truthy or not, truthy value or a falsy value. If it is a truthy value, it will try to check for the next operand and see whether it's a truthy or false. So it will keep on going. If we have one more condition, say if this has been true, and we would have one more condition, let's say false. So first it would check this one, and then it would come here, and then would it come here. But let's say if this value have been false, in that case, compiler will try to evaluate from left to right, and it will come to the first operand. It says truth, it's a truthy value. Then it will come to a false value. So as soon as it is a falsy value, it will return that falsy value. It won't proceed with the other. The reason being that because uh, AND operator says that every operand should have a truthy value. If it is if the operand got is falsy at this place, there's no need to evaluate further, right? Because anyway the result will always be falsy. So yeah, but people, so the output of this will be definitely the false. But people also generally misconfuse this. It only works with the Boolean values. So for uh, let's suppose we have a string. Let's say web, and for now for simplicity, let's say gorilla. So now what is the value of that? You see that the value is printed as gorilla. Why is that? Because this is a string. The remember the logic that it will evaluate from left to right, and it will check for the first thing whether it's a truthy or a falsy. So we come here and see that it's a truthy value. Why it is a truthy value? Because it's a string. So in JavaScript there are few values that are considered as falsy. So one, like you can say empty string is one thing, 0, -0, and say nan, and say big int, 0 big int, and we can say definitely false would be considered as false, and and I believe null, yeah, null as well. So yeah, I think these are the one that will be considered as falsy value. Apart from this, all will be treated as a truthy value. So when we hit this, uh, yeah, and I think undefined will also be considered as a false value. So yeah. So now let's come back to our original question, which was this console.log. Now I think you will be able to answer it, because now as soon as we say, now as soon as we hit this, you see the value is printed as undefined. And why is that? Because it is, as we mentioned, so the first operand is undefined, which is considered as a falsy. It won't even go to the next next operand to check it. Similarly, coming to this, now you can easily tell what should be the value. The value would be none. Yeah. So I think I hope this clears the concept. And I, one homework for you would be to tell me what would be the output of null. Sorry, what would be the output of using an OR operator? Yeah. So just let me know in the comments what should be the output according to the logic. This time instead of AND, we are using OR. If not, I'll be explaining it in the next video. So thanks for watching this video. Do subscribe to the channels. I regularly come up with these kind of questions from the question bank. Yeah, and yeah, okay. Happy learning. Bye bye.